What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there strolling below the screen, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building. And make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. All right, man. Been a long motherfucker week. People, I had popped my motherfucking shoulder out of socket, man. I've been fucking stiff. And yeah, I couldn't even work yesterday. You know what I mean? But I just rested, took some pills and shit. And just chilled out yesterday. You know what I mean? Couldn't even go to fucking work, man. I was mad as shit. I'm trying to stack some little paper. My daughter's birthday coming up. So I'm trying to stack a little paper, a little something on the side. You know what I mean? But anyway. A lot of bullshit been going on this week, people. A lot of bullshit. So, damn, shit warm as fuck, man. Anyway. So a lot of bullshit been happening. Trump got another assassination attempt on his life. And before I even get into it, let me just put the disclaimer out here. Let motherfuckers know. Listen, people, I don't condone violence. I don't even like to see people do violence. I don't like fucking around with violence. Like, I don't even want to be near it. Okay, so I don't condone people trying to assassinate Trump. Just over because political shit, but people has died for less, but I'm just saying, still no excuse, but I don't condone violence, people. I think it's very, very stupid and ignorant and immature, because these are grown-ass people. The kids is a little different, but some of these people are grown. And for grown-ass people to get riled up like that, to go out and to commit violence or try to assassinate or commit violence against anybody, you're not even worthy to be on this earth. And I'm not talking about somebody got to kill you, but God should just take your ass. Like we got to stop this shit, man. I don't know why y'all think violence is going to solve anything. Violence is not going to solve anything, people. Listen, I've been through violent shit, did violent shit back in my past. Violence do not help anything. It actually just make people more and more angry. Believe it or not. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Violence made me more angry. Honestly. And not just because of the way I was built. But violence, you know, it makes people more afraid, or it makes people more violent. It doesn't solve anything. So, just to put that out there. So, whatever I'm getting ready to say, listen, I mean everything I just said, but I like to be real with the audience. I like to be real with y'all. And the problem is that we're not having real conversations. And the problem is that people are listening to people that are not genuine. And so it riles up people, or it misinforms people to go out and do stupid shit, or think a certain type of way, like shit makes sense, and it doesn't, right? So I like to be real. So everything I just said a while ago, a few minutes ago, a couple seconds ago, I mean, I don't condone violence. I think it's stupid. But what we get ready to get into is what the truth is. The truth is need to be said. People need to hear the goddamn truth. We got to stop bullshitting people. Okay? So Trump get this assassination attempt on his life. They got the guy. They shot him. Secret Service got him. Of course, he's a white man. Okay? And this is the reaction of mainstream media. See, Fox News, we already know what Fox News is going to be on, right? But we did, at a certain point, hold CNN to our standards. of journalism or putting out good information, right? But I'm starting to realize is that what you see on CNN a lot of times, what we get ready to listen to, is that this is how some people in America thinks, and it's not living in reality. But let's get into it.
I remember so well July 13th. And I remember the conversations in the days that followed. I remember President Biden's speech about toning down the rhetoric. And I saw the rhetoric toned down on both sides. And then 20 minutes into his acceptance speech, Donald Trump turned up the volume. I'm not blaming him for what happened. Of course, in our country,
Yeah,
we do not.
I am. I'm not gonna do this shit that these fake ass, I don't even call them fake ass liberals. These liberals try to do that's starting to annoy me. I'm blaming Trump. I'm blaming him for even his assassination attempts. I'm blaming him for all that. I'm blaming all these people that keep defending Donald Trump. I'm blaming y'all. This is y'all fault. Y'all the ones that makes excuses for this man's behavior, and you think that his rhetoric is not going to rile up some weird motherfucker out here that, you know, that takes shit way too far. I blame Trump. But watch how stupid Trump supporters try to defend this shit.
You do not decide political disputes through violence. But the problem is that we have too much hate speech right now, and we are creating.
Give me an example. What do you mean by hate speech? Because I want.
First of all, let me just say this. These people, see, I don't give a fuck about the rhetoric at this point. Right? I've been past this whole point that people want to sit down and have a conversation with stupid people. I've been past that. I'm not trying to have that dialogue with you because it doesn't really matters. Okay? I said this before and I will say it again and I will continue to keep saying it over and over again. Just because we have free speech in this country does not mean that words don't matter. And so when people have this narrative about it's my right, it's my free, it's my we have the freedom of speech, it's our First Amendment. Okay. So whatever comes with that, because you know, just because it's your right to do something doesn't mean that, especially if it's foul speaking or disrespecting somebody because you got the right to do it, right? That doesn't mean that it won't be consequences for your actions. See, we keep living in this weird ass reality. A lot of people acting like, oh, we can just say whatever we want to say. There's no consequences for it. It shouldn't be. No political violence. No violence at all. No consequences at all. We shouldn't be canceled at all. We should just be able to say whatever the fuck we want to say, and you know, because it's our freedom of speech to say it. Okay, keep living in the weird ass reality that doesn't exist. Then what happened to Trump twice in 4 months? It will continue to happen. He will get another assassination attempt on his life again. See, nobody wants to be real. Everybody want to sit on here and play politics and live in this weird ass reality. You cannot say whatever the fuck you want to say because it's your right to say it. If you put out bad energy, if you speak ill about others, karma's a bitch. I'm not saying I'm okay with people trying to kill Trump. I ain't saying that. But I'm saying, if you think you want to live under these weird ass reality rules of, yes, you got the freedom to say whatever you want to say, but it's consequences for that. See, that's a reality that I actually come from. That's real life. See, you can't say certain shit to certain people because it'll get your ass killed. But we live in this weird ass bubble that people keep pretending you can just say whatever you want to say. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let me shout out to my brother LT in the building. What up, LT? We're going to talk about that. That's going to be the next live stream, bro. Next live stream. I got you. We're going to talk about that. Because I'm going to get into more than I'm going to get real on that. People ain't going to like a lot of shit I'm going to say about that. I'm just telling y'all that now. So, you know what I mean? Hey, man. Get out your feelings. I just tell y'all that right now. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, Brother Bell? Love you too, bro. Come on, man. Y'all want people want to live in this weird ass reality. You just say whatever you want. Okay. Social media got you motherfuckers fucked up. I want a lot of Americans to know that social media got y'all fucked up. Because in real reality, the shit that just happened to Trump, that's reality. People don't want to be real about it. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that's reality. You can't talk as much shit that Trump talk, all that tough shit he be talking. Putting targets on people's back. And then, oh my God, Trump got shot at and almost got shot at again. It's wrong. Calm the rhetoric down. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's move on, man.
Because I want to specifically know, because I think I know what it is, but I'm interested in what you think about this, because I agree with you. I do think we have too much hate speech, but give me an example.
I would say when you use the term vermin to describe your political opponents.
So you think it's Trump's fault that he got shot? Or got shot? Or
He just said that's what he wasn't thought.
I do. See, they want to be politically correct on CNN and these white liberals. No. I do. Trump, these attempts on his life is his own fault. His own fault. Let me explain something to y'all how crazy it is that it's twice that this man got shot at. Did y'all ever hear about George Bush getting attempts on his life? He a former president. You hear about Barack Obama getting somebody, shot at him? Huh? Or his kids or anybody like y'all ever hear about anything like that? Bill Clinton? George Bush Sr.? No. You know why? I'm talking about after you're a former president. When Biden was running, did anybody try to kill him? Did they even come close to it? You know why it happened? Because the simple fact of Trump rhetoric. Then number two is because he has the same Secret Service that Barack Obama had. Actually, he got more now because he's running for president. And that shit happened to you twice. And I know everybody want to do conspiracy theories. Oh, it might be the Secret Service allowing him to take a... No. No. It is Secret Service that vote a certain type of way that don't like Barack Obama, but they got to protect him. So we're not going to do that bullshit. I'm not going to go down the conspiracy roads with stupid people. The reason that is happening is because Donald Trump, number one, he's talking like he want to die. You can't talk like a gangster. Because that's how he talks. He talks like a gangster. So if you know anything about gangsters, niggas talk gangster, and when motherfuckers get to shooting them guns, niggas ain't gangsters like that. I'm just telling you that. When I was out there on my gangster shit, talking all that gangster shit, when them guns get to fire, you ain't really no gangster unless you busting back. But usually your ass is ducking and running and shooting. But when that motherfucker uphold that motherfucker pipe on you and start blanging, your ass get to running. You ain't that much of a gangster, nigga. You like a civilian running. Okay? So that's number one. You're talking all that gangster shit, Trump. And then every single time that these attempts happen, it's always he's in a realm of somewhere huge that where people can have if they want to get to Trump, easy access. Mar-a-Lago is wide open, people. He don't have enough Secret Service for that. And then my whole thing is, where the fuck is Trump own security? You are somebody. Why you ain't got security around your shit? It's your motherfucking land. It's your property. And you ain't got these blind spots taken care of? That's number two of it. In the same ground. When he got when they shot him in, well, he didn't get shot in the ear. A fucking piece of plastic or something hit him in the ear and did his ear. Because if he got shot in the ear, a piece of his ear would have been gone. That's how you know he didn't get shot with a bullet. But anyway. So the first time, this motherfucker is in a big ass opening. He in a big ass opening. And yo, with anybody like that, yo, he running for president. Yo, it shouldn't be people that close to anything. I think what to do was like 500 yards or some shit like it was something like that. Or 5,000 yards. It was something like that. 5,000 yards. Yo, you supposed to have that whole perimeter around. But then, if you want to go down the conspiracy thing about it, or the Secret Service want to, okay, with getting them taken out, or they ain't protecting them like they should, or the police, because the police, when presidents or vice presidents, and they come or whatever, or people that's running for president, they get with law enforcement. I wouldn't be shocked that, just go down this conspiracy theory road, I won't be shocked if the police like fuck Trump. Just because off of January 6th. I wouldn't be shocked if the Secret Service say, kind of fuck this nigga. Or what happened at January 6th. Because they're listening to his speeches too. Because they're there. Defending motherfucking domestic terrorists that beat their fellow officers. I wouldn't be shocked that they just like kind of not like taking real strict protocol. Wouldn't give a fuck if anything happened to them. I wouldn't be shocked. If we're going to go down the conspiracy theory level. But anyway, but that's why these two things is happening. You ain't heard about this happening to the Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, George Bush. You ain't hearing about none of this shit. Motherfuckers trying to take them out. No. It's his own fault. I blame him. Yes.
Thank you. Scott, I won't step in that trap. That's not what I said. There is no place in this country for...
Thank you. And you know what? I don't like this dude, Scott. I don't like Trump supporters because they think everything's a game. Then they try to fake with the fake outrage. Oh my God, they tried to kill Trump. Who cares? Like, let me just make this very clear. I told you I ain't gonna like what I'm getting ready to say. I don't wish harm on Trump, but I don't give a fuck they try to take him out. I don't care. He don't care about other people. Why the fuck would I care about him? I don't give a fuck about you Trump supporters. See, listen, I'm not a politician. I'm not a journalist. I'm not somebody that be on TV trying to pretend like I give a fuck about all people. I don't. If you don't give a fuck about me and others, I don't give a fuck about you. So I don't give a fuck that Trump almost got another assassination. Only reason I'm talking about it, because I don't like the narrative that's put out. Both sides got to calm down. For what? It's the atmosphere Trump like. He talk gangster, right? Let's be gangsters. All you Trump supporters talking about a civil war. Let's keep the same energy here, people. What does everybody all of a sudden want to get all in their feelings? No. Keep that same energy. Am I wishing harm on Trump supporters or Trump? No. At this point, anything goes. Y'all wanted this type of energy. You can't blame the left for this. You can't blame people like me in the center of this shit. No. You wanted this type of energy? You wanted this? You're going to get the energy that you're looking for. If you keep poking the bear, you're going to get what you want. That bear going to bite the fuck out you. He's going to attack you. We're not playing these stupid games with Trump supporters. I don't really give a fuck if Trump... I don't care. I'm not sad or worried. Oh my God, the speech is too high. They need to calm down the rhetoric. I don't care. I will tell a liberal that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not calming down nothing. As long as this motherfucker is a threat to me in society, I don't give a fuck about no rhetoric. He don't care. I don't care. It is certain things I won't stoop down to, but it's certain things I'll stoop down to. I'll get in the mud with you. I don't give a fuck about Trump assassination attempts. I don't care. I give a fuck if Trump live or die. I don't give a fuck about that man. That man has proven to be a horrible human being. Why would I give a fuck about Trump? He is known for being a racist. He is known for sexually assaulting women. Why would I give a fuck about a person like that? Why would I care about if they live or die? Why? Let's move on. See, they won't tell you this on mainstream media. They can't have a motherfucker like me on mainstream media. Because I would tell these motherfuckers, I don't care. Y'all don't care? Y'all keep making excuses for this idiot? I don't give a fuck. Shout out to Shay Baby in the building. What up, Shay? Good morning to you, too. Come on, man. I ain't playing these games this morning, man.
For violence. But let's be honest about why we have so much tension in this country. When you dehumanize people, you are using the rhetoric of the 30s. I'm not going to say which country in the 30s, but when you dehumanize people, you make it easier for disturbed minds to do the wrong thing. And let me just remind you of something.
See, and he's not lying about this. But at this point, why would somebody like me care? Because I live in reality. Listen, people, I wish we wasn't in this. I wish we wasn't at this point in time of the rhetoric and people attempted assassinations, the violence, the hate crimes. I wish we wasn't. I wish we was in a better place, but we're not. And we keep tiptoeing around the situation, trying to blame the other side. No, it's one side doing this. And then watch how one side that starts the rhetoric, like he said, dehumanize other people and think it ain't going to be consequences for it. And talk the rhetoric that they talk, start the shit. And then, like I said, it's like a bully. A bully pick on a motherfucker that think they can beat. And then come to find out that bully get his ass whipped, and then the bully crying, oh, no, he went too far. He beat him up too bad. No. The bully shouldn't have been acting the way he been acting. He shouldn't have started it. But watch how the Trump supporter defend this shit.
2019, Donald Trump said that the internet is a dangerous avenue, okay, to radicalize disturbed minds. He was right.
Yeah.
And he should remind us.
None of this is new, and I do think there is a level of tolerance when it comes to violent speech about Trump. Since 2016, we had Kathy Griffith showing basically his head severed. There were people putting on Shakespeare in the Park plays where
Who cares? Who cares? You can't come down your first time running for president, come down his punk ass building of the escalator and says Mexicans are rapists and murderers. Come on, man. What we talking about here? I don't give a fuck about Kathy Griffith with some image, and her ass got canceled too. Her career ain't been the same since. You know why? Because the liberals told her, hey, no. No. You got to get the fuck on out of here, Kathy Griffith. We can't rock with you. You doing that shit. Okay? Snoop Dogg lucky his ass ain't get fully canceled. But by him being a little bit more relevant than she was, he kind of almost got a pass. Because he kind of did the same exact shit. Right? Let me just say this on real talk. Donald Trump started this rhetoric. He started it. So it ain't a both sides of it. It's like like I said, it's like a motherfucker starting a fight with you, and then you get in there and you throwing blows too. And you hurting that motherfucker. And then motherfucker's like, nah, you going too far. What? He started the fight though. The motherfuckers, he started the fight. But I'm going too far? Okay, cool. Let's move on.
They had him as Julian.
Her career was kind of ruined after that. So there wasn't a lot.
I think there's a level of violent rhetoric
It's been
that has
normal.
been directed at him, but that's happened for 10 years.
It's
That's
been
not
normalized,
new.
but it's been normalized and adopted as part of one party's platform for president this year. The country will cease to exist if Donald.
Let me just say that. This year. So Trump is excused with everything that he does. He started this shit. You just talking about this year. He started it. He started it way before this year, but he the one started off the year on some bullshit. You Trump support, y'all are unbelievable. You're unbelievable. You make excuses. This man can do the most vile and say the most vile shit ever. And you just you blame everybody else but him. He started this shit. Oh, so cause now his life was in jeopardy twice. All of a sudden, it's out of control. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Trump is getting exactly what. First of all, he ain't even actually. I don't want to see Trump die. I want to see his ass go to jail. And people, I rarely wish jail on anybody, but he need to go to jail. He need to go to jail. And let me explain something to y'all. And we're gonna get into it later. I'm gonna do a show on Diddy. Listen, right after this. Let me explain something to y'all. And it's the same with Diddy. I heard certain Negroes was out here talking about it's kind of fucked up what's happened to the black man. Fuck that nigga. That nigga did so much harm to our people, and you niggas are still out here trying to defend this nigga? Fuck out of here with that shit. That's later on. I'll do that show later. And it's the same thing with Trump. His ass belong in jail for all the fucking horrible and cruel shit he has done. Fuck out of here. Listen, this election is very important. Because number one, if that motherfucker lose, he going to jail. Trump going to jail. And his ass going to die in jail. So I don't even know why people trying to assassinate him. Get out and vote. And don't vote for no Republicans. His ass is going to jail. He going to jail. He going to die in that bitch. Shout out to Brian in the building. What up, Brian? Fuck that shit. Ain't no reason for y'all to be out here, these stupid people out here trying to kill Trump. For what? His ass going to jail. Get out and vote. Do not vote for him. Vote for Vice President Harris. I don't give a fuck what issues you got with her. I got issues with her too, but I'm voting for her because Trump need to go to jail. And you want to ask me really why I'm really voting for Vice President Harris? It's because the simple fact Trump need to go to jail. Because if this motherfucker become the president, that means white privilege is real. Because I know a lot of people like to pretend, live in this weird ass reality. White privilege is not really like no thing. Yes, it is. You see what happened to Diddy? Diddy ain't even got all those type of charges that Trump had. Trump had 34 motherfucking felony charges. And Diddy is rich too. And that motherfucker maybe got about 5 to 6 charges. Some of them you can debunk, and we're going to get into that. But they ain't give him no bail. I'm going to get into it later. That's a whole nother thing I'm going to talk. People going to be mad at me for what I'm getting ready to say about Diddy. Let's move on.
Exist if Donald Trump wins. There will be no more democracy.
Joe Biden isn't that
if
may have been the
Donald
Biden campaign. Listen, wait. No. Why don't I get to finish? Everybody gets to no. Go ahead.
Scott, let's let Scott finish, and then I have something to say.
You know, the Constitution won't exist. There'll be a bloodbath. He's going to be a dictator. When you effectively radicalize millions of people into believing that if an electoral outcome doesn't go our way, they're no longer going to be living in the country they thought they were,
Sir, what the fuck are you talking about? Trump said the same shit. Trump riled people up on January 6th. And they tried to take over the government. What are you talking about, man? He lied about an election, and you know he lied, and he riled those people up and got those people up. Listen, he got American citizens riled up, stormed the Capitol, did horrible shit. A lot of those people didn't have no. A lot of them was the one he got the military chick Ashley Babbitt. He got her killed. She was a fucking military person. She served in the military. He got these people riled up that didn't have no records. And then now they're felons. They are felons. They can't even vote now because of this idiot. And you're talking about, because somebody said he is a threat to democracy. He is. He fucking is. The fake ass democracy that you think that you talking about, you are the same person that sit there and lie and say the country was built on Christianity, which was a lie. These people don't even believe in democracy. So yes, we can say, hey, he's a threat to democracy because of people like Scott. the country was built on Christianity. It wasn't. Let's move on.
What do you expect to happen? Now, I agree with you. There is too much hate speech. I'm in total agreement with you, and I hear what you're saying. But I
No, you
have
don't.
to say, when I see what Democratic politicians say about Donald Trump, when I see what Democratic commentators say about Donald Trump, and their platform is built on a bunch of lies, frankly, that are designed to radicalize a political base, it makes me wonder how much.
So
do
you
they
just
really-
ignore Trump lies about people too, huh? Trump calls Vice President Harris a communist, a fascist. With no proof, just saying it is. Said that they are a threat to democracy. You just ignore all that. But it's all the other side fault. Okay, cool. Let's move on, man. Trump supporters is crazy, man.
How much do they really care about the violence that you and I both agree is
Scott,
terrible?
I have that same question, you know, for
And let me say this: why we think that you care about Trump being 2 times being attempted assassination? Because you don't. You're just trying to blame one side. If you're trying to calm down rhetoric, you just don't blame one side. You blame both sides. Like, hold on, listen, we all need to calm the fuck down and chill out. Even if, like, just say, like, if a fight is going on and one person started the fight and the shit is getting, like, an argument and it's getting real out of control, somebody started it. You step in the middle, you like, yo, I get it, calm the fuck down. Y'all gotta calm down. You talking to both of them. You're not trying to blame one side. You trying to de-escalate a situation, regardless of who's right and wrong. It doesn't really matter at that point, right? But that's not what he's doing. You want to blame one side and ignore the other side. That's not, like, what the fuck? And that's why Trump is getting attempts on his life. Because of people like you. MAGA people. You can't help yourselves. Don't pretend that you care about other people that don't think like you. You don't. You see the rest of us as less as human beings, regardless of what color skin we are. If we don't believe in what you believe in, what Trump calls vermins and discussing, or what do you call it, pedophiles? All types of goofy shit that y'all say. So don't miss me with the whole trying to blame one side for something. You first of all, the Republican Party don't have no credibility to blame anybody outside. You can't blame the rest of us for feeling the way we feel about y'all. Y'all did this shit. Y'all wanted this rhetoric. Y'all wanted to go down this road. Y'all didn't stop this man. You scared of Donald Trump. We ain't scared of him. Like I told you, an old saying is, I wish a motherfucker would. Nobody got, or you gonna fuck around and find out. That's all this was happening with Trump. He fuck around and found out that motherfuckers will try to kill you with your rhetoric. You keep playing around with dangerous rhetoric, this is what happens. Anybody trying to, y'all see anybody run up on Joe, get close to Joe? No. Vice President Harris? Barack Obama? Shit, even Hillary Clinton? No. Bill Clinton? George Bush? No. Vice President Pence? No. You don't see none of that. Nobody trying to kill him. Who they trying to kill? Okay. Y'all keep living in La La Land.
You're talking about, okay, this is Donald Trump on September 10th. That's 6 days ago. If she ever got elected, she'd change it. It will be the end of our country. She's Marxist. He shared a social media video of Joe Biden tied up at the back of a pickup truck. He's called his political opponents vermin. Trump is not the best messenger for this, But it isn't.
Well, you're a pretty good messenger when you get shot and then nearly get shot again. I think that makes you a fairly credible messenger.
Actually, you not. Because I don't really give a fuck that his life, you know, two attempted assassinations. I don't care. You listen, people, just think about what they're saying. Shit is out of control now because violent shit is happening to the dude that actually started this violent shit. He actually started the violent talk. Degrading and disrespecting others. He did this. And now that, shit got real. Oh my God, I can't believe they doing this to Trump. I can. People, I didn't wish this on Trump, right? But I kind of predicted this shit a while ago that this shit is very possible that this shit can happen. Because I said a couple of shows a while ago that I'm very surprised nobody tried to kill him yet. I said this shit months ago. Nobody tried to kill this motherfucker yet. And it's not that I wanted somebody to do it. It's just, this dude is speaking like on some fuck shit. Like he really like that. You only tougher if you listen. Trump ain't like that, nigga. You take that Secret Service away, his ass would have been dead. I'm just being real. Listen, for this dude to be sitting out here talking about he a billionaire, he did all this. Where your security at? It shouldn't just be the Secret Service protecting you, nigga. It should be security. Let me explain something to y'all. This is how I know what I know I'm talking about. You think Barack Obama just depends on the Secret Service to protect him? No. Nigga, no. He got special security. You just ain't gonna roll up on Barack Obama, nigga. Michelle Obama, them kids, you ain't running up on them like that. That's why, believe it or not, it mind boggled the shit out of me of what happened to Nancy Pelosi's husband. Because Nancy Pelosi, you are somebody. It should be personal security around your house 24/7. That's where a lot of your money, at least $1 million a year, should go. You are somebody to protect you and your family. Well, fuck out of here with that. All right, people want to live in La La Land. Okay, cool.
What? Here's the conversation I think that Tim is trying to have, which is that this has been a political climate in the country writ large for almost a decade of heightened, political animosity. And a lot of people deserve blame for that, but Trump is not without, Trump's hands are not clean in this.
Yeah, are they? I'm just asking.
I mean,
But you're not saying it, are you? Because in my view, both candidates have actually said.
I guess I'm going to be the only one out here that's not going to blame Donald Trump for his two near assassinations.
No.
I mean, honestly.
It's not.
Well, of course you ain't. Of course you ain't. Because you're a fucking clown. And you don't live in reality. And you in a cult. This man can't do nothing wrong. Now that 2 assassination attempts happened on his life, now he's the victim. The fuck out of here. He's no victim. He's no victim, people. It's like a motherfucker, if you pull out a gun and you start shooting at a motherfucker, but a motherfucker don't know what you capable of doing, and you pull out your hammer and you start banging off at them and you kill them, Is he really the victim? No, he's not the victim. He the motherfucker started the violence and his ass wound up dying. It's the same thing with Trump. I'm not Trump. Trump ain't no victim, bro. You started this rhetoric? Okay. This is what happened. This is what happens to you, Trump. And all the Trump supporters. That's why I keep telling you, Trump supporters. If y'all really, really, really want a civil war in this country, another civil war in this country, do y'all really want that? Because this shit can get real ugly. That's why I say I wish you motherfuckers would try, if say Vice President Harris win, and y'all try that January 6th shit again. Watch what happened to y'all. Go ahead and play around. You will fuck around and find out. You think this shit is a game. And I told you, when people got weapons in their hands, they think they big, they think they tougher than what they really are. Because see, it's one thing, right? That a motherfucker can shoot somebody, right? But what happens when a motherfucker shoot back? And that's all I hear from Trump supporters about this shit. I hear from him. Oh, you mad? Motherfucker shooting back at him? Oh, they done took the shit to another whole level? Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. When you put that type of energy out there and you trying to punk people and bully them. People do get fed up. People get tired of being bullied. It happens. That's reality. This fake ass political shit that they try to put out here, it's not tolerated. Violence is not tolerated. Violence ain't tolerated anywhere. But one thing I do know is that if you keep poking the bear, shit can happen. Shit can get real. Let's move on.
He's the one being shot at. He's a target. He's not safe. He can't even walk outside of his own
We
house.
started the conversation by saying
Yeah,
that this
and
is
his
Who
own
cares?
peril.
that we started the conversation by saying that this is not about assigning political blame. Trump is the one today assigning political blame. He is assigning political blame.
Do you think he's earned any right to assign or ascribe blame to the two attempts on his life?
Wait, so if you-
No. I know the CNN people ain't gonna say it, but no. No. You got what you want. I don't even know how any other way how to put this. No. You got a right? No. If you put the type of energy that you put out, like Trump does, what do you think was going to happen? You think people just going to let you just punk them and bully them, talk down to them, disrespect them? What universe is these people living in?
Wait, so if you
Maybe
get
a
shot
little.
at, you can say that somebody should shoot my opponents. That's the rule. That just somebody shoots at you, you can be like, oh, somebody should shoot at them. Because if you look at Trump's tweets today, what he said today was that Harris was an enemy from within, and that she will destroy the country if she gets elected. Now, personally, I do not feel comfortable having yet another conversation about the horrible gun violence in this country without talking about the guns. Because I agree with Tim. I want this political
Yeah,
violence
but
to
see,
stop.
you should have seen his face. He don't want to talk about the guns. You think somebody could have got to Donald Trump with a knife? No. No, they couldn't. Even if they threw the motherfucker, they still wouldn't have got close to him. Let me explain something to y'all. His rhetoric, his bad energy that he puts out here, got one of his own supporters killed. But we want to sit here and we want to blame the Democrats for that. But they want to. Yeah, okay, cool. Fine. Trump, you lost a voter. Because you got one of your voters killed. Like I said, they can sit out here all day, every day, and continue to lie on national TV and try to pretend like this is a both sides thing. It's not. See, I keep telling y'all, it is a certain level I won't go to, but on certain shit, I will. You can't keep trying to put people. Listen, people, think about what they did before his assassination attempt. These motherfuckers came out on national TV, him and his punk ass candidate that's running for president, J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance admitted that and I got that story too. He admitted that they lied about the Haitian immigrants to bring awareness of something about, because the border is open, which the border is not open. Mind you, these Haitian immigrants, they came here the right way. They didn't come across the border illegally. And they put a target on the Haitians' back. They got bomb threats. Their kids can't go to school. A couple of Haitians went to work and they asked them, do they eat dogs? The fucking neo-Nazis and the Proud Boys was in their town. And they still didn't apologize for it. They still doubled and tripled and down on it. But I suppose to feel sorry because somebody tried to kill Trump when you put innocent people's lives in danger with a fucking lie. Tell me how that's making any sense to y'all. Trump supporters, you're out your fucking mind. You're gone. It's okay for him to put other people's lives in danger with lies and rhetoric. But it's the Democrat fault when he got two attempted assassinations. We know one of them motherfuckers was a Republican. We know, matter of fact, we know both of the motherfuckers that tried to kill Trump voted for him. What are we talking about here? And you notice every time a school shooting happens, mentally ill, they do nothing about it. They had a bill just recently to pass to help people that's mentally ill out. The Republican Party voted against it. So do you really care about people being mentally ill? No, you don't. I'm not saying this because I feel that way. It's a fact. You had an opportunity to help people that's mentally ill. You had opportunity. They had a bill to pass stricter gun laws for people that's mentally ill. They voted against it. So do they really care about gun violence? Do they really care about the people that's mentally ill picking up guns? Killing children? Do they really care? What are we talking about here? I'm not talking about no... Come on, Republicans, Trump supporters. You can't have a fucking debate about policies because your party keep voting against the shit that you keep complaining about. What are you talking about? And no, Trump don't have a say. He's saying way too much now. That's why his ass almost got killed twice. Because of his rhetoric. But you ignore it, though. Let's move on.
To stop. And to me, I would propose a solution to this. I call it the Protect Trump at all costs assault weapons ban. If we want to protect our political leaders, if we want to protect people who don't have an elite fighting force protecting them 24/7, one of the best things we can do, not just for Trump, but for all potential victims of gun violence, is to ban assault weapons, to ban the AR-14, and to ban.
They don't want to do that, my brother. They don't give a damn about them children that just died recently. They don't give a damn about Trump being assassinated. They don't give a fuck about this. Listen, this is the thing that disturbs me about America. We are so conditioned to these issues that's happening amongst us, around us, that we don't really care. Because we keep voting these same politicians in that ain't going to do shit about the issues that we say is an issue. And that goes for Democrats and Republicans. We keep voting these same people in. Think about what happened. Trump supporter, y'all voted a person to put him in office with no experience about how to run a country. The man wasn't even a community leader. He didn't work on a local council board. He didn't even run for mayor. He never been a governor, never been a senator. And you voted a dude that was a business, a fraud businessman, a scammer. Actually, a guy that actually loses more money than he made. And you put that man in office acting like he's really going to bring some good to the country. The thing that Trump supporters don't really realize about Trump is easily to be manipulated. That is the worst type of president. That is the worst type of leader, where a motherfucker can just bribe you. We have some of the politicians that's in Congress. They're weak too. But the president? A foreign person that we don't, dictators can bribe you by talking good about you, treating you good. That's enough for you? You forget all about the motherfucking war crimes they did, how they treat their own. You just forget all that. He treated me good though. That's like my sister coming to me saying, oh yeah, her boyfriend beat the shit out of her. But when I see the dude, he good though. He denying everything. Yo, I'm good people and all that shit. But my sister, she bruised up. He got a record. We know he do this shit. I know he did that to her. And I'm like, man, you know, he always cool when he come around me though. He ain't never like that. When he around you, he don't beat you around me. Think how that sounds. How fucking lame as a person you gotta be. How much of a pussy you gotta be. How easy it is to manipulate you. Because, oh, he nice to me though. I ain't never seen it happen around me though. You know what I told my sister one time? She dude put hands on her, right? A boyfriend she had. And she told me, yeah, they put his hands on me. I was getting ready to come over there and fuck her whole block up. Cause the nigga was from around there where she lived. I don't give a fuck. I'd have tore that whole block up. She knew that. So the time me and my cousin, we get ready to go over there, we get ready to tear that motherfucking whole block up. We on our way to go. So we got this shit planned, nigga. And listen, people, I'll be very honest with y'all. Nigga, we gonna drive by. We gonna drive by. We gonna tear that motherfucking block up. We was gonna run in the nigga house. His family. We didn't give a fuck. Nigga, you put your hands on mine. That's how that goes. Anybody get it. That's our mindset. That's how we built. Right? Go over there. My sister knows this. Know what my sister does? My sister says to me, nah, don't do that. Don't do it. No, blah, blah, blah. I tell my sister, I tell her to this day, if I don't see the nigga put his hands on you, don't tell me shit. But you ain't gonna keep on gaslighting me to go do some shit and then change on me. Cause I'm ready to go. Cause you my sister, I don't think you lying about no shit like that. Nigga put their hands on you and no shit like that. Cause you know how we get busy over here. And we don't put hands on women. You was raised right. But like I said, I ain't been around my sister in years at that time. But she told me that shit. I was like, man, fuck that shit. I said, don't ever call me. Don't ever call me. Unless a motherfucker put their hands on you in front of me, then don't call me. And I told her straight up, you need help. Professional help. Because it ain't okay that you sit here and you let this dude put his hands on you and you still defend this nigga. Psychologically, you fucked up. And if you need help, I'll help you with that. Get you some help. But don't ever call me on no shit like that no more. Because I don't trust you no more. That's real talk. And that's my blood. That's my sister. Just trying to tell y'all, man. People ain't consistent in who they are. And they try to sit out here and pretend that they something that they're not. And then try to act like they the realest motherfuckers out here. If you can't be consistent and you ain't gonna stand on business, what the fuck am I even involved in, and why we talking to each other? For what? Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, my bad, people. I'm back. Yeah, man. I always tell people I don't do that shit. I think the crazy shit about, like, that's why I don't even hang around like my blood family like that no more. They ain't consistent. These niggas be iffy. Listen, I'm a former street nigga. So my shit gotta be, like, I had to be on a certain level with certain shit. My principles been the same since I was in the streets. Right? So, but you adjust certain shit because some shit is flawed thinking. So you change a little bit of it, but you don't change your moral principles. That's how I said. A lot of shit that I did in the street was fuck shit, right? But some of the shit that I learned from the street and know how to move and principles and certain principles that I got, that shit actually helps me. It's still a part of who I am. I don't be around inconsistent people. I try not to be around that, because if you're not who you are on a moral level, then I can't rock with you. I had to cut a lot of motherfuckers off like that, but motherfuckers I grew up with that I know get busy like that. But all the time, I don't need you to get busy, nigga, because that's not what I'm on. But I had to cut certain women off, like certain family members and women. You gotta cut them off, bro. Nigga don't put their hands on you and then you call me and then you change it. Nah, fuck that. Ain't enough love in the world. I tell them, I put it like this. I tell a motherfucker like this. If I got beef with a motherfucker really like that, and I call my niggas that I know that get busy like that, and then when I call them, let's be real. I call them, it's on. It's up from there. Ain't no going back. Because I know when I call them, it's up with them. They don't give a fuck, it's on. So I don't call those niggas if I got a certain situation or something like that. Like, nigga, if I'm not one, I'm grown, but, and I usually don't put myself in situations like that, but if a situation like that happen and I know it's up, it's up. I'm consistent. Don't call my niggas about no shit like that. Even with my family, same shit. If it's up, it's up. I gotta call my family on shit. Nigga, it's up. That's why I tell my family, don't call me unless it's up. If y'all, you already know how I am. You know what type of time I'm gonna be on when I'm on that type of time. When I get in that mind state, it's up from there. It ain't no, I'm not second guessing shit. I'm on that type of time. I'm consistent. If I don't want no beef, I don't want no beef. If I want that beef, I'm on that type of time. I'm consistent that way. I always been like that all my life. If it's up, nigga. If it's not, shut the fuck up. Or keep that shit to yourself. Or handle it the way you want to handle it. But don't call me, nigga. Let's move on.
The weapons of terror that these crazy people use to menace not just our leaders, but everybody else in the country.
Guns don't have radical ideology, but human beings do.
Okay, so ideologies kill people, not guns.
And this guy setting up shop in the bushes outside of a
And let me say this. Because you got an ideology, you take away the guns then. Just take away the guns. How you going to hurt Trump? You can't get next to Trump with no damn knife. They'd have shot his ass down soon he got close to there. Secret Service would have knocked his ass down. Please. Stop. Listen, it's all to defend guns. Listen, people. People think I'm against guns and all that shit, or people owning guns. It's not that. I'm a gun owner. I have tons of guns. Okay? Listen, I ain't gonna say tons, but I got enough. Right? My wife, she into guns. I'm not. And I used to carry more guns than we own. I used to sell guns. Illegally. Okay, listen. I'm telling you, the mental, what guns do to people. People think they're tougher when they got guns in their hands or in their presence. I'm telling you, and it's not a good sight. Bad shit happens. Shout out to my brother Talking in the building. What up, Talk? Trying to tell y'all, man.
Golf course. It wasn't the gun that made him do it.
Yeah,
Something,
but the mental
something,
instability.
something got to this guy.
These people,
And he
both of these
believed- and he
people were
believed-
mentally
but he
unstable,
believed
and
Donald
nobody.
Yeah,
can-
but even if it's mental, your party do not. They, like I said, they had a bill a while ago they could have passed to help the mental ill, but they didn't do it. It's like veterans bills. These people go serve the country, and Congress won't pass bills for them. They won't do it. But let's move on.
Nobody prevented them
He
from
believed
buying a
Donald
gun.
Trump needed to be eliminated, and he almost did it. Thank God for the Secret Service.
Yes.
How many more attempts are we gonna? How many more are we gonna have?
But
That's
you was just the last assassinated attempt blaming the Secret Service because they didn't do their job. Throwing conspiracy theories out there. Listen, I don't give a fuck if Trump got another attempted assassination next week. I wouldn't care. Because he ain't going to calm down the rhetoric. He going to get right back to doing what he doing. You know why? Because Trump don't really want to be president. Okay? A damn fly. I let that damn fly in here when I went outside earlier. Shit. Keeping the door open. But anyway. Trump don't really want to be president, bro. He trying to stay out of jail. Trump ain't trying to win no. Listen, he only want to win because so he won't have to go to jail. If Trump lose, he going to jail. Why you think around in the Republican states that's running the states, they are gerrymandering, kicking people off the voter registration. They just did it in Arizona. I got that story too. They kicked all these people off it because they brung in some new laws at the last minute. Talking about you got to show your proof of that you're an American citizen. Like, listen, people, motherfuckers that are about 40, 45 and up, we don't really have birth certificates. I mean, we have birth certificates, but they old as shit. First of all, I'm trying to figure out what the problem is because usually when you go to the DMV, this is what's mind-boggling me. Number one, they wanted regular IDs, right, from the DMV. Now, they want for people to vote, right? You have to have that, a voter ID, right, which is from from the DMV, right, to have ID. Now, understand this. People, when you go, I don't know how other states are, but when you go to the DMV down here in Maryland, listen, people, you have to bring wherever you live, your household or whatever, you have to bring something like that, like a bill or something that's coming, like a mail going to that address. And you need a social security card and a birth certificate. That's what I do know. That's here in Maryland. I don't know how other states are. But, so, it's starting to make me think. Well, not make me think. It's a conspiracy theory, but if the true or what these conspiracy theorists, people on the right thinking, then that means our system is not functioning right. But that's the whole narrative they want to push. I told you about racist white people. It's too many immigrants for them. They don't like, listen, I told y'all in about 20, 40, this country is going to be more black and brown and other minorities, you can say, right? Other than white folks. It's not going to be, listen, the white folks are not going to, their population in the country, they're not, number one, they ain't fucking like that. Number two, that it's their own fault, really, because back in the day when they said that one drop law was if you got any black or any type of other minority in you, you black or you that. You ain't white. So it's their own fault. It ain't our fault that the white men in this country, a lot of white men in this country ain't fucking a lot of white women. Ain't our fault. That's y'all. Y'all ain't fucking. Y'all ain't producing. Let's move on.
That's the point.
I think that's an important point. We've had guns for a long time, unfortunately. There's always been a lot of mentally unstable people in the country.
Yes.
So what is it that's going on right now? And
There
I
are a
think
lot more guns now.
it is an issue.
Actually,
that-
no. Actually, we haven't. Actually, we haven't. Violence since the... And let's just exclude white people, right? Violence from... No, we can't exclude white people. But from the 70s up to now, violence has been at an all-time high. Right? But before then, it was mainly white people committing violence. About 95%. It's just what it was. And still, even from the 70s to now, white people still commit more violence than any other minority group. You can put all the minority groups together and we still won't add up to all the violence that white people do in this country. Just being real. They are the statistics. They are facts. Still in 2024, you put all the minority groups that commit violence together and you put that against white people, they still commit more violence. Because I keep telling y'all, it's in their nature. It's kind of who they are. I'm not saying all white people are violent. I'm saying it's kind of what their culture is. I ask white people this question. I always ask white people this question. What is really y'all culture in America? What really is it? The good thing. What's the good thing that white people has really done? Do their good outweighs the bad shit they done in this country? No, not even right now in 2024. Their culture is violence. But they try to deflect and push that on the rest of us, of other minority groups and black folks, that we commit more to violence. It's not true. That's your culture. You can take all of Chicago's death or what happened in Chicago, it still wouldn't add up to the Klan of killing black folks. Another how to like to use black on black crime. You can do all that shit you want in Chicago for the last 30 years. All the black people that killed black people for the last 30 years. The so-called black on black crime, it still wouldn't add it up to what the Klan did. Nowhere close to it. the violence. Nowhere close to it. Excuse me. I'm going to say this once again. Not saying all, but white people. Y'all people commit more violence than black people do. It's just a fact in this country. You just do. Let's move on.
Aren't that many more guns than there
Yeah,
were
there
a
are.
year ago.
There
A year
are.
ago. When you look at where we are now, though, I mean, this is clearly a Secret Service issue. This is a failure, I think, on their part to not identify.
No, it's not. It's not a Secret Service issue. You, like I told you, this is what Trump supporters do. They blame everybody else but themselves. You push narratives out here. You lie about people. You spit dangerous rhetoric on different races of people, and you think it ain't gonna be no repercussions. Think about it. Regardless if it's the left, right? Let's just go off their dumbass narrative, which ain't true. Those two people that tried to assassinate Trump, was they black? Was they Latino? Was they Mexican? Was they an illegal immigrant? All the venom they push on the right. Who tried to assassinate him? White people. It's white people. They don't want to talk about that, though. It was two white men. One of them was young, one of them was old. Tried to kill Trump. Don't tell me about a base. Speak about your race. Why your race so violent? Nobody want to talk about that. Why is white people, their race so violent? They are very violent people. They tell black people we violent, though. Black on black crime. Nobody talk about white on white crime. This shit's sad. Let's move on.
And then blame a slanted route.
I think that you're exactly right. I mean, look, that's such an important part of this conversation. Again, there are issues here. There are issues at play. But I am actually genuinely baffled by the choice to, within 24 hours of this thing happening, make it about, you know, blaming Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, who immediately condemned it and saying that they put this crazy guy up to this.
I mean, I think he's allowed to get freaked out. He has gotten shot at.
Of
So like,
course.
I'm kind of okay with that.
First of all, no, Trump can't get freaked out about being shot at. No, ma'am. See, listen, people. See, I grew up around violence. And I'm telling you, the energy and shit that you say, it matters. You just can't say what the fuck you want. Think about this. And I grew up in a violent atmosphere. Okay? Listen. If I'm out this motherfucker, I know I'm in this violent situation. Right? Understand. If I know how shit works, right? And this motherfuckers, even if I didn't know everything, this motherfuckers telling me, yo, don't say that. You can't say that. Can't do this. Can't do that. Can't say that. And I'm in the street. And a lot of motherfuckers are ignorant in the street a little bit, right? But we know the atmosphere. And I'm sitting out here saying, fuck that motherfucker. Fuck him. I kill that motherfucker. Fuck him, you punk ass motherfucker. Fuck you. And I'm being so disrespectful. You think I don't think that some shit gonna happen? Trump is in a situation where he started saying fuck shit in the atmosphere where he knows that this shit can potentially get violent. He's a grown-ass man. This man is 70-something. He knows better. You're talking about young black children in that type of environment that I grew up in, where our brain ain't even fully developed, but we know better. And he don't? He don't? Stop. No. No, 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 no. 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 We are not doing that shit. He knows better, but he continues to do it because it's a reason for it. He's okay of doing it. I grew up in an environment like that. And I know you can't say what the fuck you want to say. And if you put that type of energy out there, your ass die. I was watching a dude from Philly, right? He just passed away, little young rapper. Motherfucker his brain ain't fully developed. This nigga really genuinely don't understand. But in his environment, that's what's cool. That's what people say. Fuck the ops. Let's dig the grave. All right, people, we back. No, fuck, and acting crazy. Right? So, I'm sitting there and I'm watching this shit with the young rapper. And I remember people saying, oh my God, they killed him. Family member. What the fuck you thought was gonna happen? This nigga's on podcast talking about fuck his eyes. Fuck all you niggas, I'ma kill all you niggas. You don't think that shit, what happened to him, you didn't think that was gonna happen? And mind you, part of him maybe didn't think that because his brain ain't fully developed. God rest his soul, but his brain ain't fully developed. Trump is a grown-ass man. He is out here spilling hate, saying the shit that he says, and we sitting here pretending like he's a fucking child. No, he knows exactly what he's doing. But like I said, we're ridicule the young folks for saying and doing the shit that they say and do. And we know for a fact that their brain ain't fully developed. And they grew up in a fucked up atmosphere. Trump is a grown, rich, privileged white man. And he's sitting here saying fucked up shit. And then motherfuckers saying that, oh, this type of stuff shouldn't happen. Really? All the grown folks around on this panel knows better. And they sitting here and they not being real with the audience. I'm gonna be real with you. That motherfucker know what he doing. So, nigga, all these attempts on his life, that's what happens. That's what happened. You play around with fire, nigga, you get burned. I don't feel sorry for Trump, nigga. Just like I don't feel sorry for some of these young niggas that be sitting out here talking all that gangster shit and digging up niggas' graves, disrespecting the dead. And they die, that's on you. If I can do that I know that these young folks' brain ain't fully developed. And they growing up in an environment like that. since the day they was born. And this privileged ass white dude is sitting here talking all this violent shit and saying all this despicable shit, and then something happened to him, and then motherfuckers want to sit there and act like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Really? What reality are y'all living in? If we can blame these young children that brains ain't fully developed, why the fuck we can't blame this 70-something-year-old man? Whatever, man. Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
With that.
Of course, he's allowed to be freaked out, but to blame, but to say without any evidence that this was
He
because
should have
of
shut up, right? He should have shut
politics
up
is something
because that
entirely
doesn't help. And I think if you're being politically honest, the way I want to be politically honest right now, this has come from both sides of them. You know, when we talk about
And I'm very sick of this political shit. This is a reality. You keep trying to act like it's a difference from political to reality. It's not. Because political shit affects people in reality just as much as the political shit. It goes hand in hand. Everything's political. There's this whole notion, you know, if you've been politically correct, honest about it, fuck the political. It's reality. See, I don't live in political land. I know what happens in these political shits. I get it. Situations, I get it. But reality is real. You cannot keep on out here. Listen, people, I'm going to say this to everybody once again. Just because you think you can say whatever the fuck you want because it's the First Amendment doesn't mean there ain't going to be consequences for it. Stop. All right, people, we back. I don't know what the fuck going on. My internet is acting crazy. My internet been acting up for the last couple of days. I don't know what the fuck going on. But listen. You cannot listen. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but it's consequences for your actions, right? And what you say out your mouth. So when they talk about in the political realm, yeah, we normalized what Trump was saying. We know it was horrible, but we normalized it. It's just Trump. No. Now he got 2 assassination attempts. Now motherfuckers like, oh no, we need to calm down, or the other side got to chill out. No, because you had no problem with it when ain't no assassination shit happened to him. You didn't care about his rhetoric. You didn't even care about the left rhetoric. Because nobody got their life wasn't in jeopardy. Literally. So now everybody, the left needs to just calm down. So let's just say this. Say the left calms down. Is Trump and them and the Republicans going to calm down with their rhetoric? No. The shit is just, it's buffoonery. Let's move on.
talk about the enemy of the state, this country will never be the same. You know, Joe Biden has done that just as many times as Donald Trump has done that. And they both have said that. The one thing about Kamala Harris is I would say that she's actually tried to bring a little more levity to the country and to these conversations, which I think is useful.
All right. No, hold on.
This is the modern version.
Let's go to the next one. Because I want y'all to really genuinely understand something. To the next clip. Hold on. I think it's this one. Okay. This is after a couple of days. And Trump supporters are back doing what they do. And I think Abby Phillips then took over for Don Lemon. Only thing about her is she as more enforceful as Don Lemon was. Because, like, Don Lemon got fed up. And I think that's part of what it really was. But, you know, it is what it is. But this is what's happening. We can't play this both sides shit. I'm not doing that. Trump started it. And nigga, you fuck. Trump fuck around and found out. Trump supporters, y'all fuck around and found out that we ain't scared of y'all like that. And you got crazy motherfuckers on your side. We got crazy people over here on this side. That's how that goes. That's willing to take you motherfuckers out or your leader out. Ain't nobody, like, you acting like people scared of y'all. That's why violence ain't good. It's crazy motherfuckers on both sides. It's people that will cross that line on both sides. So this whole notion you running around here pretending that you could just say whatever the fuck you want to people, you fuck around, you finding out now. But let's move on.
Talking about the rhetoric tonight in Michigan after Donald Trump blamed Democrats for the assassination attempts against him. He is making his first public appearance since that frightening incident this weekend.
A little while ago, I got a very nice call from Kamala. It was very nice. President Biden, I want to be nice. Yeah, he was so nice to me yesterday, but, you know, in one way, I sort of wish the call wasn't made, because I do feel he's so nice.
Meantime,
This motherfucker said, I wish that they didn't call me. What he mean is, I want the rhetoric to keep being the way it is, because now I gotta calm down with my rhetoric, which he ain't gonna do. But now the tension comes back on him because Vice President Harris called him and said, hey, are you okay? How everything going? I don't condone that. You know, everything that normal people would do. But as a borderline psychopath like him, you heard him. He says, I wish he wouldn't have did that so we can keep this shit going on. He likes that he's being, what I'm taking, he likes that people trying to kill him. He likes the political violence. He likes violence, period. Fuck that. Fuck the political violence. He likes violence. He's okay with his life being in danger. Because he's a showman. He's a con artist. He thinks this shit's going to help him in the election. And you motherfuckers, Trump supporters, y'all sit out here and y'all stupid. Y'all fall for this goofy shit. This man, I wish he wouldn't have did it. I wish they wouldn't have called me. Joe Biden called him and Vice President Harris called him. You okay? We don't condone that. I ain't with that. I wish this ain't happen. Like, genuinely concerned. It's like what I said before I started talking about this shit. I said, I don't condone that shit. I don't attempt on his life. That shit ain't cool with me. But do I care? No. I don't want that to happen to Trump or any Trump supporters. But do I care if it happened either way? No. People might say, Kenny, you contradicting yourself. You call it whatever you want. All I know is that I don't wish no harm on nobody. But if it happened to you, why would I care? When I know what type of person you are, I wouldn't wish that. I wouldn't say I wouldn't care if it's somebody that I just have a disagreement with, but we still cordial. Wouldn't wish that on them. I would care. No, that shit shouldn't happen. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Trump don't care about people like me, like some of y'all. Shit, they don't give a fuck about his supporters. He got his supporters, one of his supporters killed. He got a lot of his supporters in jail that can't vote no more. Do he really care about you, Trump supporters? But anyway, you ain't got to listen to me. But go ahead. Let's move on.
Time, Trump's number 2 is lecturing everyone about their rhetoric, except apparently Trump himself.
Look, we can disagree with one another, we can debate one another, but we cannot tell the American people that one candidate is a fascist, and if he's elected, it is going to be the end of American democracy.
First of all, that only make. First of all, your side says the same shit. And first of all, let me just say this. I have never, ever in my life, seen a president glorify or show the type of affection or understanding to dictators. I have never seen a president do that. Other than Trump. Nigga, we ain't been like in Russia for years. For generations, the type of dictatorship. Little Kim. We don't fuck with him. We never speak highly of him. And a whole bunch of other dictators. We don't do that. You have never seen a president do that. Praise dictators. You have never seen a president do that. And not in my lifetime, other than one person, Trump. So please, with the hypocrisy. Yes. Trump want to be a dictator. The whole Project 2025. Read that shit, my people. Look it up. They want to make him a dictator. What he dictates. Who you can have sex with. They want to get rid of interracial dating. It depends who it is, right? They want to get rid of the educational system to where they only teach our people about Christianity. They want everybody to be this whole country to be a Christian nation. What the fuck do you call that? That's dictator shit. And there's so many other things I can go down a roll with as far as Project 2025. And listen, just because Trump says, hey, I didn't read it, I don't fuck with it, that's just, Trump is a natural born liar. Why would you believe anything he says? That's number one. Then number two, a lot of those people that came up with that 2025 project is people that worked and is still connected to that organization that created it. So regardless of, listen people, the man still never have denounced David Duke. So that's why the racists still fuck with Trump. Because he never denied it. He said, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about David Duke. Okay, Let's give you the benefit of the doubt of that. Now, why now you know him? It's been 10 years. That man still never denounced David Duke. Ever. The Republican Party don't do it. Listen, just common sense and reality will tell y'all. Do you see any of the Proud Boys rocking with the left? The people that believe in Confederate flags and the Confederate. Do you see they rocking with the Democrat Party? No. They're rocking with the Trump people, the right. They're not rocking with the left because they know the left ain't with that shit. The most scary thing about this whole shit is that we have people in this country that are so far gone and not very bright and not as educated as we think they should be in politics, or even in the point to reality, that they believe that Donald Trump really wants to do great things for them. Excuse me. That's why his base won't ever go away. Until he loses. Because once if he loses in November, Trump is going to jail. And that's the end of him. He knows that. The Republican Party, it will take about a decade for them to get back to being respectable. Because we live in a time where people forget and try to make excuses, and the Republican Party going to come out and say, yeah, we knew Trump was bad, but you still ran with it. But anyway, they're doing it now. But anyway, so-called anti-Trump people, yeah, whatever. And they was Republicans, and they all rided with him. A lot of them. Like the Liz Cheneys of the world. Can't trust that bitch. She will still go back out and say the same shit and defend all those fucked up policies that Trump is with. You think that she don't believe in what Trump policies is? Let's just be real. Yes, she does. She hate gays. She hate immigrants. She hate black people. She hate minorities. The only reason she even switching up the way she is, and her fucked up ass daddy. Fuck both of them. And I stand on that. The only reason they switching up is because for some odd weird reason, they actually really believe in the Constitution. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. And that January 6th shit. If that January 6th shit wouldn't happen, Liz Cheney and a lot of those Republicans all of a sudden they anti-Trump would have still been rocking with Trump. Just telling y'all that now. But anyway, let's move on.
Except here is Vance's actual running mate saying exactly that.
It's a choice between communism and freedom. This is communist, this is Marxist, this is fascist. There's a radical left Marxist, communist, fascist. She's a Marxist, she's a fascist. Comrade Kamala Harris. Comrade Kamala Harris. If Comrade Kamala Harris gets 4 more years, you will be living a full-blown banana republic ruled by an anarch.
Let me say this. All the shit that Trump's saying is who he is. Right? That's number one. But don't get it twisted. Trump ain't fully lying. Right? The Democrat Party has been in cahoots with fascists and socialists. They do the same playbook. but they try to pretend that they're better than the Republican Party. Right? But they all take the same money from the same corporations that Republicans take their money. Look it up. I have. The Democrat Party ain't that much different. So people ask me, say, well, Kenny, why are you telling everybody to push the vote for Democrats? Because two reasons. Number one, it's a party the Republican Party is out of fucking control. They are gone. They are in a cult. That's number one. And they are actually a danger to everybody. Number two, we can continue to keep fighting against the Democrats. We can fight against that. We just had to join forces with the Democrats right at this point because the Republican Party has lost their goddamn mind. And they on some other shit. Right? They on some fascist shit. Because they embrace it racist. So, they're more of a danger right now. Democrat Party is a danger. But not like the Republicans. They are more of a danger right now. And they almost like an ally. The Democrat Party. Right now. But once this election is over, and hopefully the Democrats win. I want them to win. Now it's up to us to call out their bullshit now. We saved you bitches. Now you bitches gonna do right. And that's our responsibility as voters. The shit don't end if Vice President Harris and the Democrats win and they in control of the country. Now it's on us. Because now at this point, if they win, now we can expose them. We can expose them now. Even on the Israel shit, all that shit. But we need to vote Democrat right now. But the Democrats, listen. They're not that much different from Trump. But they are a big difference from Trump. If that makes sense. Shit ain't right with them. And they knows that. And they know how to play the game. The Republican Party is just going all balls to the wall. They going out. Fuck it. We gonna go with the racism, whatever. Sexism, homophobia shit. We going all the way out. They listen, nigga, they are throwing they motherfucking shit. They throwing balls to the wall. They don't give a fuck at this point. But anyway.
Absolute garbage.
All right, Scott, so we should take the rhetoric down a notch, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Including Trump's.
I think it would be great if everybody did, and I think it would be also great if everybody who has been describing Donald Trump in terms that they have, like Biden and Harris, would say, you know what, we went too far and we didn't mean it, but they're not going to do that. And so, yeah, I agree. I think every politician has a responsibility to cool it and take it down, and I think everybody should also look back on their own record and say, you know what, this wasn't great, and you all shouldn't have believed me when I told you that Trump was going to cause a bloodbath, rip up the Constitution, create a dictatorship, because that was too much. So yeah, I think everybody should do that.
Well, I mean, one of the things is that the idea that Trump is exempt from this
No one's
request
exempt.
for
No one's exempt.
the toning down. I mean, J.D. Vance seems to not remember that his own running mate also called Kamala Harris
Yeah,
a fascist.
should-
No,
be
listen, he said no one's exempt. But you still doing it. You keep trying to blame one side for it. And he knows genuinely that it's not one side. Right? Like, so that's the issue. He keep trying to pretend that, oh no, the other side got to stop it first. It's always on the Democrats. Because I'll be real about it, people. I'm not a Democrat. But listen, they always do that. That's what the right does. They always blame the left for their bad behavior. And the Democrats fall right in line with it because, like I told y'all, is they that much different from the Republicans? Is they really? I ain't talking about rhetoric. I'm talking about policies wise. Is they really that different? The dark money that they take from corporations, are they really that different? That's why you got Democrats still over here supporting Israel, knowing that they are, the Israel government is still war criminals. You know why the Democrats are still out here defending Israel? Because they still take money. Well, a lot of them still take money from the Israel government super PAC that's here. But like I told you, I speak about shit, about what I'm talking about, and a lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. Because a lot of y'all don't research. You don't do the fucking homework on these motherfuckers. We still got this fucking issue with listen, first of all, we should have been cut off the Israel government. But I told y'all it's deeper than that. We make money off of wars, and as Americans, listen, y'all think y'all really keep thinking we sent billions and billions of dollars over there to Israel, but think that we don't get nothing back from that. Okay. The Israel government has a PAC here in America that gives Democrats and Republicans packages of money. They give them money, and all that shit adds up because they got both parties. So when we send out money over there to business dollars, like, that's a lot of damn money. Yeah, it is. But think about how many politicians of billions of dollars that they are, them super PACs, that they are giving us. But America's so stupid that we think, oh, they give us a little bit of intelligence about other countries. Listen, we paying Israel for intelligence, too. Y'all keep failing to realize that. See, I do this shit. Listen, people, I'm into politics. I do this shit. I know what our government's doing. I know what the Democrats and Republicans doing. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. We send them billions of dollars for partly intelligence about others, what's going on around that part of the world. And their super PAC that they get, we allow them. This is a foreign government. They got a super PAC here. That where they can donate money to both of our political powers and government. And you motherfuckers really, y'all think this is about an attack? It's not about no attack. Israel been want to take over Ghana. It's like Russia. Same shit. You notice why we don't put... we had some soldiers, we had American people that died just recently from Israel. They sniped out people. They sniped out people. You notice America ain't do nothing? All we say, All our government and the news, you know, all they say is we lost 2 American people. That's it. Is anybody talking about it? Is the news talking about it? No, they talking about Trump assassination. I keep trying to tell y'all, this shit is bigger than what y'all think it is. The Israel government just sniped American citizens. Murdered them. The United States ain't talking about none of that shit. We'll get into that, LT. That's next to what I'm going to talk about. But I need people to understand something. Even this Diddy shit. Y'all focus on that. And you just ignoring what our government is allowing. That American citizens getting murdered. See how y'all mind go? See how y'all mind go? Our government is okay. Said nothing. Well, said something. But it ain't a big deal in the mainstream media. Nobody talking about it. Even on YouTube. Social media. Ain't nobody talking about that shit really like that. We just lost American soldiers that Israel just killed. Sniped them. From a long range. American citizens. But y'all talk about, oh, what Diddy did. See how y'all mind go? See how it is? See how the mainstream media, social media, and the government fuck y'all mind up? Y'all focus on some shit that, okay, cool. Why y'all worrying about what Diddy do? Diddy in jail right now. Why y'all worrying about that? Why y'all worrying about that? You ain't focused on what the government is allowing. But y'all sit here and bitch and complain about the government, but y'all always go back to focusing on nonsense shit. I'm going to get into the Diddy shit because that's what a lot of y'all care about. You care about Diddy. All this shit is a distraction. And you niggas worry about that. That's all y'all worry about. Shit that distracts you from what really is going on in America. And then, right after it, y'all bitch and complain. Shit ain't, prices is high. We can't live good. But all you focus on is a nigga named Diddy. Let me ask y'all a question. Real talk. Not to be disrespectful, but just to be honest. How do Diddy affect the economy? Can y'all tell me how? It doesn't. You niggas worry about shit that you shouldn't worry about. You don't worry about the shit that you should worry about, but you keep worrying about shit that you shouldn't worry about. What power Diddy had? Remember Diddy said he was a... Excuse me. Excuse me. Alexa, go to YouTube. You remember?
Here's YouTube.
You remember motherfuckers talked about how rich Diddy was? He ain't that rich. And I told y'all a while ago, all these black entertainers keep pretending that they are rich. They're billionaires. They're not. Listen, people, it may be 5 black people, maybe 5 black people in America that's truly billionaires. Being a billionaire is a different from being billionaires. It's a difference. You know, if Oprah, Oprah lost a lot of money. She lost a lot of money. She lost about $1 billion or close to 2 when her network wasn't working out right. Right? She lost $1 billion or 2. But she still was worth $1 billion. They can fuck with Oprah right now. Oprah's still worth $1 billion. She's a billionaire. She probably got a couple of billions in her. Okay? So you motherfuckers gotta stop. You glorify shit that you not need to glorify. Oprah is a billionaire. Tyler Perry is not a billionaire. And think about it. Any scandal he gets into, if he get a scandal, he's not a billionaire no more. If she gets in, if Oprah gets in a motherfucking scandal, Oprah's still worth some billions. It's a difference. If Jay-Z get in a scandal, maybe people talking to him with the Diddy shit, he ain't worth $1 billion. That $1 billion goes away. I keep trying to tell ya. You don't listen, you focus on stupid shit. But anyway. Let's get back into it. I'm going to get into Diddy shit, and I'm going to go deep into that. You motherfuckers, I don't know what's going on with people in America. Y'all, some of y'all are like, y'all focus on stupid shit. But anyway, let's move on.
I think it would be also great if everybody who has been describing Donald Trump in terms that they have, like Biden and Harris, would say, you know what? We went too far and we didn't mean it, but they're not going to do that. And so, yeah, I agree. I think every politician has a responsibility to cool it and take it down. And I think everybody should also look back on their own record and say, you know what? This wasn't great. And you all shouldn't have believed me when I told you that Trump was going to cause a bloodbath, rip up the Constitution.
First of all, nobody came. Listen, let me just say this. This is how stupid this is. I haven't seen a Democrat politician come down and say, you know what? Gay people this. On the left. I'm just saying the left. Gay people this. Immigrants is this. Others that don't look like this or whatever, don't believe in what we believe in, is this. I didn't say. I have not seen a politician do that on the left. So this whole notion of like, oh, everybody need to calm it down, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, let's move on.
Constitution, create a dictatorship, because that was too much. So yeah, I think everybody should.
Oh yeah, it's too much.
I mean, one of the things is that the idea that Trump is exempt from this
No one's
request
exempt.
for
No one's exempt.
the toning down. I mean, J.D. Vance seems to not remember that his own running mate also called Kamala Harris a
Yeah,
fascist.
he should be more precise. I totally agree with you.
But there have been threats against other people just because they have not been realized. I mean, here's just a sampling of them. All over the country, people have been arrested. One man was even killed in a confrontation with police over this. So the threats are on all sides of this. And it is amazing that it's not just J.D. Vance, but a lot of...
Because it's the rhetoric of the politicians. And like I said before, the voters are at fault. We are all at fault. You can't talk about violence. Can't talk about the political shit. You can't talk about what's not happening or what is happening. You can't talk about it, but not us as voters not take self-responsibility. Gerrymandering, all that shit. That's on us. All the problems that's happening is on the fucking voters. We keep trying to pretend, oh, they got the power, you know. No, they don't. The day that Republicans and Democrats decide, say, you know what? We ain't voting for y'all, man. Y'all ain't gonna do what we ask y'all to do. Or not just vote. I ain't gonna say not vote, but we're not gonna vote for you or y'all. We're gonna vote for this person. And we gonna vote for this person. Let's just say it's a Bernie Sanders type. We voting for Bernie. The Republicans and Democrats say, no, fuck all that. Y'all both fucking us over. We voting for that. That's how shit changes. But we keep voting for the same shit. And then we keep complaining about the same shit. Listen, people, I've been doing this shit for 10 years. I'm telling y'all. The reason that y'all keep seeing the same shit happen over and over again, you keep thinking it's the politician's fault. It's our fault. It's us. We're not engaged in our local elections. Shit that happened is around. It's your own fault. Even on the federal level, it's your fault. You just keep ignoring what's going on. You voting for this shit. Everything that's happening to everybody in this country, no matter what color skin you are, you keep voting for or not voting. It's on you. You can't keep blaming the politicians at this point. You can't. I'm sorry. As a person that's been doing this shit for 10 years and educated in this shit, listen, it's our fault. It is our fucking fault. We keep voting or we're not voting to fix shit. We are, as Americans, voters, a lot of us are selfish people. A lot of us. As long as we doing good, fuck everybody else. That's how it goes. We've been institutionalized. As long as I'm doing good, fuck everybody. But we the same people that'll come out and bitch and complain about shit when we voted for it. Or we didn't vote. We stayed home. So on us. I'm not blaming politicians no more for what happens in this country. Not doing that no more. Even with this election get ready to come up, I'm not blaming the politicians for that, for whatever happens. Even if this shit go the right way, then I will say, you know what? The voters did the right thing. But you can't keep bitching and complaining about shit when you voting against your own progress. You voting against your own complaints. Motherfucker that you voting for is the one that's doing it to you. And you just ignore it. Listen, when you ever hear somebody says, a voter says, you know, hey man, I'm voting for a person because of their policies. That should be a red flag for everybody. Something should go off in your mind. With any politician. Or any voter that says that. I'm not voting for Vice President Harris because of her policies. I'm voting for her because of her principles. I believe her principles are better than Trump. Because if we having a policy discussion, that's reasonable people. But we don't live in a time like that where we can have reasonable conversations about policy or about policies. We can't. So this shit is about character, principles, morals. She's the best candidate. I told you that's why I'm voting for her. I don't know what else y'all acting like y'all need to know. Don't tell me about her past. Trump got a past too, so you just ignore Trump past too? Or she locked black niggas up. Okay, fine. Well, we all know, like I said, I already broke that down, and I was actually wrong about that. But she is a prosecutor. She don't supposed to do her job? She only targeted black people. That's what she did. Okay, cool. If you think that, then fine. If you think Vice President Harris only targeted black people, then okay. That's on you. To lock black people, black men up. Go ahead. But I guarantee you, if Trump get in office, all he gonna do is prosecute, not just black people. He gonna prosecute everybody that think differently from him. We go off y'all dumbass narrative. I was actually wrong about that, about Vice President Harris. No, she didn't. She didn't just prosecute or she went hard on black folks. First of all, let me say this. If you got a black prosecutor that's in a black community and they're committing crimes, what the fuck you think she's supposed to do? She don't supposed to prosecute black people that's committing violence to other black people? What the fuck is wrong with some of y'all, man? The bad part about black folks is that a lot of y'all the same niggas. You'll prosecute a black person and put that nigga in jail because he did some fuck shit. Same people that you accusing her of prosecuting. You want that nigga in jail. That's number one. Number two is, let's be real. Motherfuckers, niggas that commit crimes sit out here and try to tell the rest of us that committed crimes. It's like me. I committed crimes. I sit out here and tell you, yeah, the judge was on some bullshit. But I'm out here still committing crimes. None of these niggas are innocent. They're saying what happened to them. Oh, she was laughing when she was in the courtroom or some shit like that they said, right? Some of these fuck niggas. Okay, fine. Why you was committing crimes then? People, everything, regardless if I seen some shit that was fucked up or whatever, regardless of what happened to me when I was out committing crimes, if it came from the law, if it came from the streets, I deserved it. I deserved it. The good or the bad. I deserved it. You know why? Because I put myself in that lifestyle. Regardless if I knew better or not. But I put myself in that situation. For niggas that come out now, oh my God, she convicted a lot of black folks and all this other shit. You niggas are clowns. So what are you talking about? You want to make excuses for your bad behavior? Now listen, is it she the only one that was extreme? Like you want to say, oh, she was extreme of locking black people up. You think she the only one? You think that the white motherfucking prosecutors wasn't extreme? And you niggas are sitting here saying that you won't vote for her because she was extreme or whatever how y'all want to look at it as a prosecutor. But Donald Trump is telling you, oh nigga, we gonna lock y'all ass up. Do anything wrong. Donald Trump don't even like black people. He don't even like us. These are facts. He has a history of it. The man is a con artist. But we say, oh, the rappers and all that other shit. Listen, first of all, I love rappers. I love that man right there on my wall, Tupac Shakur. Love him. He said a lot of shit that made sense to me. But I don't take everything that Tupac said to be, nigga, come on, man. He one of my idols, but I don't take everything he said. You know, number one, no disrespect, God rest his soul, God, love to the family. That nigga dead. I live here in reality. That's number one. Number two, just because I idolize a nigga don't mean that everything he stood for I believe in. I'm a leader my goddamn self. I use my own mind at the end of the day than just to follow a nigga. I'm no follower. I ain't no cult nigga. I love Pac. Nah, fuck that. I don't believe everything he did or said I agree with. The fuck out of here. You niggas need to stop. Black folks, you need to stop ridiculing Vice President Harris and ignore all the Trump shit. You gotta stop that shit. Don't tell me the economy was better because he like I said, once again, and I'm gonna make this very clear to y'all, because I gotta break it down to people. Black folks, my people. The economy was only good under Donald Trump when he got in office because Barack Obama inherited from the George Bush era that fucked the economy up and he rebuilt it. That's why Trump had a good economy. Okay? Now you motherfuckers want to say, well, the last 3 years of the Biden and Vice President Harris economy wasn't good. You know why that? Because we had a pandemic. They didn't inherit a good economy. Why y'all so delusional that y'all don't understand that? And shit don't change overnight when shit is fucked up. You should know that your life be fucked up, right? So you know shit don't change like that. What the hell is wrong with us in America that you think that if the economy is fucked up, you think that everything, they got 3 years to fix it. What 3 years you know that your life is so fucked up and you went through some bad shit, in 3 years, shit is fixed? That's not reality, bro. That's not reality, my people. Life don't change like that. If shit is fucked up in your life, do life change like that? No, it doesn't. So they had to take time to fix some shit. Of course, the economy or how you feeling as regular people shit fucked up. Of course, we went through a fucking pandemic. And we ain't just talking about in the country. It was a world thing. It wasn't just in the country that we went through some shit with the George Bush shit. This was some world shit. And y'all so ignorant that y'all just listen to this nigga Trump. When I get in there, I'm gonna fix everything. No, he's not. And if he does, think about it. Biden and them is fixing shit in that 3 years. So he is inheriting, if he gets in there, for something to be good. Like he can move on with that. Every time Republicans get an economy, they always get it when it's decent. It's okay or it's good. Every time a Democrat, look the history of it, what I'm talking about. If you think I'm lying, every time the Democrats get an economy and shit is fucked up, like shit be fucked up, it's because of the Republicans. And you want to put your life, your family, all the shit that you've been working, trying to keep your head above water for, to Republicans? Listen, I guarantee you, if they get the House, they get the Senate, and they get the presidency, they will cut Social Security, they will cut Medicare, and you niggas ain't gonna get shit. You ain't gonna get shit. You not gonna get anything. People like, Kenny, how you so for sure for that? I've been doing this shit for 10 years. I'm telling y'all. Listen, the Republicans are gonna get in that bitch. And they are going, if Trump get in there, and you let the Republicans take over this country, they are going to get in there and they going to, this ain't scare tactics, these are facts. Because they have proven that they have done this. If you do the research on Republicans, they haven't changed. They just got worse. Other than change, they got worse. They will raise taxes for the rich, right? And they will make it harder for you as regular people working at these corporations that they passing taxes for, to where they can take more advantage of you. Your unions, they want to get rid of that shit. Trump told you he don't like unions. He told you that. And you just ignore that. You ignore that shit. Oh, we was under Trump, we was living good. You only was living good under Trump because of Obama and his administration. That's why shit was okay. That's why he passed them dumbass tax cuts that he did. It wound up backfiring on him when the pandemic happened. You ignore that. But you keep sitting here bitching and complaining about your shit going on around you. But you keep voting or not voting for the wrong motherfuckers. It's the vote. Listen, this election ain't even about politicians. It's about you as voters. Why you gonna be stupid and vote for some bullshit? Listen, I'm not saying the Democrats is great. They're better than the fucking Republicans. I'll tell you that. We got a chance to fight that shit. But if the Republicans get in, you ain't got no fight. You ain't got no fight. We damn near gonna be in war in these streets. You think the racism is big right now? You feel a disrespect from these racist ass white people. Wait till Trump get back in office and see what happened. All the minority groups. You think you bitches are safe? I don't give a fuck if you black, white, whatever minority. You think you safe? When that motherfucker get in office, watch how much you ain't safe. What is the only party that's going against immigrants? What is the only party that's going against black folks? What is the only party that's going against the gays? People that's different. It's only one party. And you motherfuckers sit here. Well, they're kind of the same. They ain't. The Democrat Party and the Republican Party is different in 2024. And you can keep trying to pretend that it is. Even you pro-black niggas. You niggas ain't got no movement. If Trump get in office, your black movement don't mean shit. Because you ain't got enough black people to ride with you. Because a lot of black people ain't unified. You ignorant niggas. You play around with shit you know nothing about. You're going to get people killed because y'all being ignorant and stupid and being selfish. This ain't about just you. I told y'all, in all those administrations, I've been good. But I know people that struggle and been through shit. Even through the pandemic, nigga, I was fine. I still was good. I damn near live like rich white people. I was fine. Ain't nothing changed for me. But I know it's other people hurting. That's what matters. That's the mind frame that you should have. Stop thinking about yourself all the time. Motherfuckers is crazy. We're gonna lose progress. Fuck the country. We're gonna lose progress of what our people sacrifice their life for. If some of you motherfuckers, even some of you black folks, Negroes, you keep playing around with white supremacy. You keep playing around with that shit. If Trump win, I swear to you, that shit will backfire. This ain't a threat. This ain't like some shit that they trying to do on CNN. It's not that. I'm telling you, my predictions have been happening for the last 10 years since Trump ran. And I'm telling y'all, it's going to happen if this dude get in office and the Republicans take over. Y'all ain't even seeing it. You ain't even watching other states. You just focus on where you are. So I know you ain't educated. In politics, you only watching where you are. Okay.
A lot of Trump surrogates are suggesting that Democrats are solely responsible for the heightening of the rhetoric and completely forgetting that Trump, I mean, we just played the clip.
Listen, I would say, as we sort of observe the last 24 hours with respect to the shooting, there's been a lot of victim shaming. Everybody's, this is the only place where there's, Donald Trump is the victim and it's okay to shame him. He's been shot at once. There's been another assassination, near attempt, and then we're luck for the grace of the Secret Service getting ahead of it. We stopped another direct assassination attempt. The rhetoric gets hot. You have to remember when Donald Trump jumped into this race, he's probably the most insulted presidential candidate in American history. He's been called Hitler. He's been called anti-Semitic. He's been called all these things for sharing the same opinions that he had 20 years ago.
Yeah, but think about it. When the motherfucker ran for president the first time in 2015, what did he do when he came down the escalator, people? He called Mexican immigrants rapists and murderers. And mind you, we have U.S. citizens that are Mexican. He insulted a whole fucking race of people, man. And these people in 2024 talking about, oh my God, Donald Trump is in danger. Okay, man. All right. Like I said, you saying this, nigga, you'll fuck around and find out. It is no way impossible that we still sitting here trying to pretend that even over Trump, 2 assassination attempts, we are still sitting here trying to pretend that Donald Trump is some type of victim. He's no victim, bro. Listen, people, when I almost came close to death twice, I'm no victim. I remember when I got shot. I got stabbed and almost died. I remember all my family members and cousins and shit came around me and was like, yo, we gonna handle that. We gonna do that. I told my cousins no. And you know one of the reasons why I told them no is because a part of this shit was my own fault. Almost died, got stabbed. I got stabbed and almost died because of, it was my own fault. It was partly my own fault. It wasn't because I was scared. They know better than that. I ain't never scared. They knew that. I was a gangster like that. Nigga, listen, I probably didn't give a fuck about shit more when I was like that out there in them streets than me now. I actually care about more shit now than I cared about when I was out in them streets. And I told my people, like, nah. That's on me. And I know what really happened. I know what I did. Part of it was my own fault. Even now, over 20-some years ago, I still know it was my fault. Partly my fault. A big part of my fault. Let me put game in y'all. I never put myself in a situation like that ever again. Spent 20-something years. Never put myself in that situation. You know why? Because I put myself in that situation. You can call it ignorance, you can call it whatever back then. But I know better. I never put myself in that situation again. Because I know better. You know what? Part of why I got stabbed, I'll tell y'all the truth. Part of why I got stabbed and almost died is because of some fat nigga. I hung around real killers. That's number one. I hung around real killer dudes that'll kill you. Right? And when you, that's what I mean about rhetoric. Niggas is my homies. Nigga that almost killed me was my homie. Listen, I was talking grimy and gangster to this nigga. Put hands on him. I put hands on him. Real gangster, but I put hands on him, hands and feet on him, nigga. I was fucking him up. And, nigga. And it was all over some bullshit too, right? But at the time, I ain't give a fuck. Right? Because, you know, you live that lifestyle. You ain't really thinking like that, right? You're not thinking. And I want to explain this right. Excuse me. I want to explain it right, so I don't want to make it seem like, you know. Listen. My homie did what he's supposed to did. Because if that was me, I probably did the same shit. Right? Or maybe, you know what, I'm a little different in that way, so maybe I wouldn't have, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't have did it. Right? But we was playing spades. And we betting. That's why I don't like gambling. Right? And so we threw all the shit or whatever, right? Like we went through it or whatever. And I thought niggas was cheating. Right? But at that time, I'm buzzed up, nigga. And this is when I was smoking that motherfucking good. I was smoking that motherfucking good. You know what I mean? I was smoking weed like that. So I'm high, tipsy, drunk, and that's when I was drinking a lot of liquor. So you gotta understand, I'm still a street nigga at this time, too. So you add all those ingredients into that. Drinking, smoking, Still a part of that street shit. And you add all that shit up. And at the same time, I'm somebody in the street. And my man at the time, he just came home from jail. And this nigga been institutionalized. So, me not getting a fuck about that, because I'm a street nigga, I'm out my goddamn mind, and he institutionalized, he don't really want that war. I mean, he don't really want that static with me. But I don't give a fuck. Because I'm wilding out here in the streets. That's why I told y'all, it's a difference from niggas that be in the street, and it's a difference from niggas that being in jail. They are different in there. And street niggas are wilder and softer. We soft out here. You go to jail, it's different. Because you got, nigga, it's controlling that bitch. Not just the CEOs, just niggas in jail. It is different. And you be institutionalized. And niggas come home, they ain't on no bullshit I'm on. Nigga, they think what I'm doing is wild. Right? Even though I'm standing on business, but those niggas come from a different type of business. So the nigga come home, playing spades or whatever, and I think niggas cheating, and I tell niggas like, y'all niggas cheating, man. Mind you, but I'm buzzed, I'm fucked up. I can't even tell y'all on real talk. I'll be honest about it. I can't tell y'all if the niggas was cheating or not. I can't tell y'all that for a fact. All I know in my mind at that time, I thought niggas was cheating. In my mind. Because now, you got to think about it. I'm drunk out of my mind. I'm drinking liquor. I'm smoking that good. You get what I mean? And I'm a street nigga. So I don't give a fuck. And so, I look back at that shit, nigga, I was wilding. On so many levels. And so, nigga, we get out there, I told nigga, I said, yo, I'm gonna fuck you. It wasn't even just him, because I thought he was my man too. And he was talking shit to me. I think that's why I flexed on him the way I did. Because he was talking shit to me. And where I come from, nigga, you must really want to get down. Right? And mind you, we're different generations. He's an older nigga. I'm a young nigga. Right? So, in my generation at the time, I'm wildin'. Like, because we don't put up with certain shit. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't expect the old niggas, but we don't expect old niggas to disrespect us like that. But it happened the way it happened or whatever, right? So I tell a nigga, I said, because he was playing with my other man that was actually older. They both was older than me. But my other man, he was like, yo, K, you tripping, nigga. You wildin', nigga. That the nigga he was playing with. But he was like, man, nigga, fuck you, nigga. He was saying shit to me. And I was like, what? Fuck me? What? Oh, nigga, you gonna give my money. Y'all niggas gonna give my money. And, cause in my mind, I'm thinking they cheating. Listen, I tell y'all 100%, I don't know if these niggas cheaters or not. So to this day, I can't say that. All I know, in my mind, that's what I thought. Right? So, we get outside. I say, yo, I told the nigga, before we get outside, I say, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up when we get outside. Cause you gonna give my money, nigga. And we get outside. I think the niggas think we drink. I think the nigga thought that we was joking. Right? And he, you know, he thought in his mind. Right? I'm assuming. He thought in his mind, was like, this nigga ain't gonna do shit. It was he my little nigga and shit like that. It's a respect level. Blah, blah, blah. Right? But I'm dead serious. I'm dead fucking serious because I'm fucked up and drunk. I remember this night like no other. Right? I'm dead serious. I'm gonna fuck this nigga up when I get out here. Cause I ain't want to do this shit in front of my other homeboy that was playing with him. That was his grandma's house. So I ain't, you know, that's one thing back in the day, nigga. You don't disrespect people's houses. That's how we was. We was raised that way. We don't do that shit in people's houses. I say, yo, when we get out here, I'm gonna fuck you up. The thing about me was that people didn't understand, and no lie to you, right? Even a lot of my cousins and shit like that. A lot of people that knew me. When I was serious about something, I stood on business. But that's what they didn't understand about me. That's why motherfuckers now, like a lot of family members and people know me, they was like, yo, that nigga, they look back at a lot of shit I did. They like, yo, that nigga was crazy. It ain't I'm crazy, nigga. I stood on business. Not crazy. I stood on business. That's who I was. When I tell you I'm going to do something to you, I'm going to do it. That's just who I was. So, back then, you know, shit is a little different or whatever, but nigga, I stood on business. I told nigga, I said, yo, when you get out, I'm going to fuck you up. You don't get my money. Asked nigga a couple times, nigga, give my motherfucking money. Nigga, you stole it. Blah, blah, blah. I rushed the nigga. If I thought, the crazy shit about it, if I thought the nigga, see, that was the crazy shit about me. I'll go back and think about it. If I really thought that this nigga stole from me, a part of me was just mad because I lost the game, right? Because I look back at it now. A part of me just, I was mad because I lost, right? But I was on some other shit, right? I was tripping. So I took that shit to a whole nother level. And so if I really thought that the nigga really stole from me, I'd have snuffed him. But I didn't do it. Like I told you, even back then, it ain't think I thought the nigga stole from me. I thought the nigga thought I was a pussy nigga. Try to pump me because I'm a little nigga. And that's how I looked at it. So I rushed his ass. So I got to rushing him. And I started fucking his ass up. And nigga kept telling me. He kept saying to me. I heard him. I can still hear him in my ear. He kept telling me, yo, stop, bro. Stop. 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 What the fuck? Y'all ain't gonna break this up? Nah, nigga, let y'all go. And everybody thought, even everybody around, my cousins, my homeboys, everybody, my big homies, all of them was like, nah, nigga, it's good, nigga. Good. You know what I mean? It was almost like that because no fist was thrown. So they was like, oh, this nigga just, you know, on some other shit, he tripping. Wrap this little nigga up, talking about me. Wrap him up, man. Get that little nigga, wrap his ass up. And my homeboy, and me, myself, and everybody else around us, they not knowing this nigga just came home from jail. He on some other shit. Right? And listen, man. I say this is why I forgave my homie. Right? My big homie. Because he's one of my big homies. I forgave him. Because I was on some other shit. And other people didn't think he was on that shit. Nobody took him serious. But we didn't understand this nigga just came from jail. He just came from jail. I'm pressing a nigga. I'm fucking him up. A nigga that came home from jail. And this nigga, I mean, he been locked up for years. I'm not talking about no fucking 5, 6 years. No, he been locked up for 10 years. He been locked up for a long time. So this nigga's on some other shit. He's institutionalized, nigga. So I'm not thinking about that. I'm roughing this nigga up. I'm doing what I do to him. Right? So I'm feeling punked. He feeling like he getting punked by me because I'm fucking him up. So nigga like, y'all ain't gonna break this up? Nigga, go ahead, man, handle that nigga. Fuck him up. Fuck that little nigga up. Talking about me. He tried, but he couldn't. So that amp up him more. Now he's even more mad. He's more upset. Now he's feeling more disrespected. Niggas, that's his homies, his homies. And this little nigga, and y'all ain't gonna stop this little nigga. And then he find out, oh, this little nigga, oh, he like that. Oh, he get busy. Talking about me. Oh, this nigga, Ooh. All right. Let me get this nigga off. At this point, I'm wilding. I'm wilding on this nigga. I ain't punching him or nothing, but I'm fucking gone. Right? Not gone to the point where I put hands and feet on him. But at this point, nigga, I'm throwing this nigga up against the gate. Boom, slamming him. Boom, boom, throwing all this shit. This nigga like, oh, this nigga for real. Talking about me. Oh, he for real. Okay. Nigga pull that thing out. Only thing he know, pull that shank out. Cause he always had a shank on him. This nigga, mind you, he come home from jail. Hit me up. Ooh. Nigga hit me. I felt it, but I didn't feel it. Right? Nigga stared the shit out of me. I said, hold on, yo. What the fuck? I stopped everything. Because I felt it, but I was like, ooh. It didn't hurt. It just hit me. The fuck is that? Hey, yo, I know you ain't just staring me, nigga. Nigga stared the shit out of me. Nigga stared the fuck out of me. Almost died. I still got them war wounds. I still got it. Still there. I rub it here and there too. Right? On my left hand side. Still rub it. Still right there. There's 2 holes right there. Where he stared me at. Hit me real quick. Boom, boom. I was whipping his ass though. But that nigga is institutionalized. I didn't get that, didn't understand it. And I remember, fast forward everything, right? I remember when my family, I know that's really like that, real street niggas, come to me. My family, I ain't talking about my homies. I'm talking about my family. I know my family, street niggas, and they really like that. And they like, yo, let's kill this nigga. And nah. Because at this point, no lie to y'all, I understood what I did. I understood. And a lot of people in the family would get hurt because you got to understand, his family, my family, they grew up together. So, and my family killed this family, that started a whole war. That starts a whole war over some bullshit that I comprehend that I kind of started. So, people, that's what I'm saying about understanding what you do. Take self-responsibility. I could have started a whole war with fucking people that we grew up, family members that we grew up with. Like, and I'm not talking about my generation, I'm talking about generations before me. His uncles knew my uncles. His grandparents knew my grandparents. His great-grandparents knew my great-grandparents. Like, this is generational shit. We knew each other. You get what I mean? So, we damn near consider each other family. So, and so my incident, I do that, and that shit happen. I remember my cousins and them. I ain't gonna lie to you. My cousins called me pussy after that. Family member. Excuse me. Family members called me pussy. Oh, you're a pussy ass nigga. Oh, this nigga scared. Told me that. I'm laid up, stabbed up, hurt, fucked up. Family members say that to me. That's why I always tell y'all, I've been in them trenches. I've been with family. And these motherfuckers ain't never put in no work that I put in. And I'm talking about even family members that was like that. right? I had family members come tell me I was being pussy. I'm scared because of that situation. And these niggas ain't put no work in that I did. They ain't ran with the niggas that I did. They ain't do no shit in the streets that I did. But niggas called me pussy that day. And I knew from there. That I had to be my own man. I have to be that responsible person. I have to not allow my family members or friends push me to do shit that I shouldn't do. I could have got that nigga killed. Was it really worth it? Was it really worth it? And I started the fucking beef. It wasn't like he started it. I did. I was wilding, bro. I was really out them streets like that. I was wilding. It wasn't I was scared. There was no way I was scared. Nigga, I got shot when I was 15 years old. Almost died. Fuck I'm scared of. Nigga, I've been ready to die. But a lot of my family members ain't look at it that way. And that's how I knew I couldn't trust even my family. You understand? You fuck a whole family. You fuck your whole family up. If I'd have did that, if I let my family kill that nigga, it'd have started a war. And so many of them niggas probably would have died, and most likely me too. The Dave family wasn't no bitch ass niggas like that, nigga. We grew up with them. And I'm talking about generations of that. That ain't no shit that like, oh, well, oh, Kenny is his generation of that. No, or my cousins. No, nigga, we talking about my grandmother and my great-grandmother generations, family members. They grew up together. The fuck are we talking about? But they didn't care about that. Don't allow people to do that bullshit, man. Anyway, people, leave your comments, hit that like button. Support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world. I'm hitting everybody up behind the scenes, people.